A mysterious secret new Tesla has taken the internet by storm, and I've got some new details on what this could be and when it could be launching. Plus, Tesla has some insane discounts going on right now. There's never been a better time to buy most Tesla models right now, even though there's still some you should avoid buying right now. I'll tell you what those are. Plus, Tesla just launched a brand new feature that's amazing that no one is talking about for some reason. And also, we've got some new leaked images on the Model 3 Highland performance model. Let me tell you what we know and when it's coming, and also give a huge thanks to the Terry iOS app for sponsoring this video. I've got a lot of news to talk about in this video, but I want to first start with Tesla pricing because Tesla pricing has been interesting to track over the last couple of years. Just about a year and a half or so ago right now, prices were at like their all-time highs, and I got my Model 3 for my wife at the worst possible time, and I am suffering with that payment every single day. But as pricing has changed, I think we're going to continue to see some big price moves in 2024, and if Tesla in China, the moves they're making there, are anything to go off of in other parts of the world, things are about to get very, very good for potential Tesla owners around the world. For starters here, let's talk about the release of the all-new Model 3 Highland in the US. Obviously, if you missed the news, that is now here. It is a huge upgrade of the Model 3, and I think one of the big headlines with this vehicle, not only is it a huge upgrade, but Tesla released this vehicle without updating the price. When Tesla released Highland around the world, prices went up about 2 to 12% depending on the market, but here in the United States, Tesla delivered this all-new Model 3 without raising prices, which I think is pretty remarkable. And it can definitely be argued for what you're getting right now with the all-new Model 3 Highland, you're getting a lot of value for the money. This is a really great car, and there's really never been a better time to buy a new Model 3 than right now. In addition to that, and the two new colors for the Model Y, many Teslas also do now qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, and not just the tax credit, but taking it at the point of purchase or the point of sale, meaning you can get $7,500 off right off the price of the car, basically like a discount as long as you qualify when you purchase and take delivery of your vehicle, basically like an instant discount for all variations of the Model Y and also the Model X long range. The Model 3 Performance technically qualifies, but you can't custom order a new Model 3 Performance right now. I'll come back to that more in a moment, though I do believe there are still some in inventory. But if you're looking at a Model Y or base Model X, $7,500 right off the top of this car as a discount is a really, really good incentive right now. Of course, as good as this is for the Model Y and the Model X, it's not really good for the Model 3 because as great as this new Highland vehicle is, if you missed the news a couple of weeks ago, well, this vehicle, or I should say the standard range and long range vehicles, do not qualify for a single dollar of that federal tax credit. So there's no federal tax credit, there's no point of sale discount. Of course, there are still general EV incentives. They vary state by state and county by county and stuff like that, but there's no discount off the top of this vehicle. That is unless you're looking into leasing, because if you do lease one of these brand new Teslas, there is a loophole you should know about. Tesla basically says right on their website that they will pass on these savings to you if you lease this vehicle and will spread out the full $7,500 federal tax credit over the span of the lease. So 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, whatever lease term you've got, Tesla will basically roll that discount into your payments, and you can actually save some money by going that route and leasing a Model 3 for a pretty good price. So all of this put together is very, very good news for most Tesla customers out there. And what makes this news even better is that prices may continue to fall even more over the next couple of weeks and months. The reason I say this is because just a couple of days ago, Tesla lowered the price of the Model 3 and Model Y over in China, signaling that that could be a move they make internationally as well. What we've seen from Tesla, not always, but most of the time, is when they make a price adjustment in China, that echoes into other markets around the world. So prices go up there, they quickly will go up in the US and stuff like that. Not always, but a lot of the time. So maybe with discounts there, those could come over to North America and other markets as well, bringing prices down even lower and making these cars even more affordable. Another factor that may drive prices down are some improvements to battery cells and battery technology made by Panasonic. The company recently said it's working to both make new and improved versions of the 2170 cells, these are the cells used in the Model 3 and Model Y, and also ramp up production on new facilities, and sort of combining those together, that could also drive prices down for EV vehicles, which again, is a good thing for many who are looking to buy a new Tesla. And I get a lot of questions on whether right now is a good time to buy, should you wait, stuff, and questions like that. So let me give you my quick 60-second pitch on when you should buy and when you should wait. Now, no matter which Tesla you've got, I've got a secret that you probably already know, and that is that the stock Tesla app isn't very good. If you're looking for a much better way to use your iPhone to control your Tesla, an app that's going to allow you to use your Apple Watch to control your Tesla, even use your Apple Watch as a Bluetooth key, make your own custom light show super easily, and even allow you to use Siri to open your Tesla doors, you've got to check out this video's sponsor, the Terry iOS app. Simply put, Terry is a better version of the stock Tesla app. It is an app that supercharges your Tesla ownership experience by giving you, of course, easy control over all aspects of your Tesla, but also so much more. It is loaded with so many amazing features, like it's got a full-fledged companion watch app that lets you use your Apple Watch to control your Tesla, even allows you to pair your Apple Watch as a Bluetooth key so you can unlock and drive your Tesla, no phone needed, just with the Apple Watch on your wrist. And it's packed with additional features like reports and lets you easily create your own custom Tesla light show right from within the Terry app. You can sort of listen to the song, press the animations you want in real time, then easily load that into your Tesla, and voila, you got an easy light show that you made right from the Terry app. Terry is also packing full Siri shortcut support and even the ability to do this. Hey Siri, open Tesla driver door. So if you want to learn more about Terry and try it for yourself today and supercharge your Tesla experience, hit the link down below, totally free to download and start using. And if you want to unlock all of the amazing pro features, you can use the promo code Robert to unlock all those premium features for an entire year for just $20. Again, learn more and check out Terry for yourself today at the link right down below. For the Model 3, right now is a fantastic time to buy. We just now have the brand new Model 3 Highland. These are incredible vehicles. They pack the latest and greatest Tesla has to offer, and you should definitely buy right now if it fits in your budget. Yes, the loss of the $7,500 federal tax credit is sad to see. Maybe it comes back, maybe it doesn't, but if you're looking to buy a Model 3, now is a really good time. Cybertruck is sort of a given. If you can buy a Cybertruck, now is a good time. Model S and Model X have an interesting refresh I'll come back to more in a moment. And then comes the Model Y. I get a lot of questions on this is, should I get a Model Y now? Should I wait? And here's what I'll say. Model Y is Tesla's best-selling model right now for a reason. There's a reason why it's one of the best-selling cars on the planet. It's because it's a really good car. It's versatile, it's fun to drive, it's got a great design, it is great. And given the current incentives and prices and discounts and stuff right now, it's a good time to buy, especially right now. Model Ys are cheaper than they've been in a number of years. Though I should say, with that said, we know a big Model Y Juniper refresh is coming, and it might be coming within the first half of this year, maybe depending on the market around the world and who you believe and stuff like that. So I will say that if you want a Model Y and price is more important above all else, then I would probably buy right now, lock in those savings, get an inventory discount, and you'll be very, very happy, and you're not going to regret it. Though I will say, if you've got a little wiggle room and you're okay waiting and taking a gamble on if prices might go up or down, the refresh should be significant and should make it very worthwhile to wait for a new Model Y. You might be waiting 12 months. In full transparency, it could be another year before we see this vehicle in the US, but it should be a very worthwhile upgrade. We're talking a better sound system. We've got a new design on the outside, an upgraded interior, ventilated seats. You've got the rear display, the faster main display, lots of really great things here. Those two new colors are fantastic to see on the Model Y, but if you can wait, the refresh should be worth it. The big question, though, is that we just don't know how long you'll have to wait until the refresh comes to market. So as soon as I know more, I'll let you know, but as of right now, within the first half of the year, mass production should begin in China, and hopefully the US is not too far behind. Now, if you're looking to buy one of those all-new Model 3s, you might notice two things very interesting. One is that the dates have already slipped and went from January to February delivery windows to February to March, so there definitely was a large group of people just waiting for this refresh model to drop, so finally nice to see that in the US. And also you'll notice there's a missing model. There is no Model 3 Performance. I believe there might still be some in inventory. This is now the legacy Model 3, but there's no refresh Model 3 Why is that? Well, in a rare move, Tesla themselves actually acknowledged when this vehicle made its international debut a couple of months ago that there is a performance Model 3 in the works. It's not ready just yet though, but we did hear from a Tesla exec over in Australia that it should be coming within the first half of 2024. So there is a Model 3 performance in the works. It should be coming. And what we're hearing right now is that it's going to be better than any previous performance Model 3 we've had in terms of design, in terms of performance, and stuff like that. We're hearing right now that we could see one plaid motor actually powering this dual or maybe a triple motor setup, probably a dual motor setup. At least one plaid motor would make this car amazing. And also Tesla is going to make the new speed mode a ludicrous mode. So there's plaid mode in the plaid Model S and Model X. There's beast mode in Cybertruck. This would have ludicrous mode. There would be a special ludicrous badge on the back. And also we're learning Tesla is going to be doing more here to elevate the performance model and make it stand out, whether that be with new tires, maybe it's some other design tweaks, and also some interior tweaks with new sport seats and a new, more premium dashboard material. Basically, if you look at a performance Model 3 right now, it's nice, but it's not super different on the inside or outside than the current model, but that should be changing with this all-new Model 3 Ludicrous that should have some new exclusive design language, design cues, and some new features, and hopefully an improved 0 to 60 time, giving you even more performance on this amazing Model 3. Speaking of mysterious Teslas we don't have just yet, we should probably also talk about this photo making the rounds in the Tesla community over the last week. And there's a lot of theories as to what these two hidden vehicles could be. Some say these are just Model Ys wrapped up and being transported with other Model Ys, nothing to see here. Others say these could be new gigacasted Model Ys that are all in one piece, sort of like the gigacasted Cybertruck. And some even say this could be maybe an early prototype of the all-new Model Y Juniper refresh that is ready to go and being shipped to Fremont from Texas for additional testing. Now, to tell you the truth, I have no good concrete source or concrete answer on this. I don't have anything to say besides the fact that the most logical answer is probably just that it's a regular old Model Y. But what's worth talking about just for a moment here, and what adds a little bit of complexity here, is the fact that multiple Model 3 Highlands have been spotted recently with Texas manufacturer plates, which is odd because Giga Texas only makes the Model Y and Cybertruck. They haven't been making the Model 3 unless that's changing. Maybe Giga Texas is going to make the new refresh models, and maybe the new Model Y refresh is being sort of tooled on the same line and actually is ahead of schedule way more than we thought. Given the demand of this new Model 3, it does make sense that Tesla would utilize the extra square footage space at Texas to make these vehicles, or at least add another production line to make these all-new Model 3s. And given that the Model Y and Model 3 share so much of the same design DNA, it might be possible that the Model Y again is ahead of schedule in Texas. What's also interesting is that we've seen numerous times that Tesla will make something in Texas and then ship it to Fremont for testing, which could be these new Model Y Juniper refreshes. There is a chance that at least an early prototype or a couple of prototypes are ready for additional testing. Now, again, I don't have a concrete source on this. I can't tell you one way or the other, but I do think that there are a couple of interesting dots to connect here that make a theory of a Model Y Juniper refresh being built and ready for testing not actually crazy. Does that mean it's going to hit the Tesla website anytime soon? Probably not. But does that mean it could be closer than we originally thought? Well, definitely. All right, shifting gears away from that, I've got some new info here on some brand new Tesla features coming out of China that are very special and very cool and should be rolling out internationally hopefully soon. Now, Tesla has released a lot of special features only for the Chinese market. For example, Teslas in China have their own app store. Teslas in China have a countdown for a red light, when it's going to change from red to green. They've got photos for complex intersections. And now Teslas in China have their own built-in virtual assistant. Some other Tesla news tidbits to discuss. Tesla has now raised the price of the 7-seat Model Y option by $500, so making it more expensive for a 7-seater option for the Model Y. And a refreshed Model X and Model X is here, but it's not the refresh we were expecting. Tesla Hacker Green, the only noted the Tesla code for a while now, has been referencing two big features: an RGB ambient lighting kit for the S and the X, similar to Highland, and also a front bumper camera. What's odd is that none of those actually came, but Tesla has started to put a mechanical horn, or I should say a regular horn, into the yoke and steering wheel of Model S and Model X, and also they have replaced the horn button on those wheels with a camera button to match match that of the Highland. So basically, when you press that button, you get a view of your cameras, since the horn is now built in, not having to press a dumb button to actually activate the horn. And finally, some general Cybertruck deliveries are finally happening right now. We are in this weird phase for a while when only Tesla employees or those closely affiliated with Tesla were actually the only ones taking delivery of Cybertrucks. But now that has expanded to regular owners, both in California and Texas. Regular deliveries have begun of the Foundation Series all-wheel drive dual motor variant. This is a $100,000 vehicle, and so far, so good. People who have it love it. And yeah, nice to see deliveries have officially started. And if you have a Cybertruck built and you've reserved it and you've configured it and you've got a dual motor variant, hopefully you'll be getting your VIN soon and a delivery date set on your calendar to finally take delivery of your all-new Cybertruck. Really awesome to see these photos and videos because I'm envious. Very, very envious of someone who has a Cybertruck delivery and has got no email to configure their truck. Sorry to say. As always, I want to give a big thank you to you guys for watching these videos. I read all the comments. I don't always respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. And to see the amount of people who stay to the very end, I always say this, but I gotta be honest with you, it really does mean a lot to me. I put a lot of work in these videos. I'm trying to upload a video every 3 days, and it's not easy to make some sacrifices to do this, but to see the comments and to see how much you guys care and all the nice things is really appreciated. So I want to say thank you so much for you guys. If you made it to the very end of the video, drop a comment down below and let me know you made it to the very end. I appreciate it so much. Just want to tell you guys that I appreciate your support. I read all the comments and I want to say I appreciate it. So thank you as always for sticking with me for Tesla news. And I'll be back in another 3 days with another video bringing you some more info on Tesla news. As always, thank you all for the support. I appreciate it. I'm Robert Rosenfeld and I'll see you all in the next one.